Yo, I'm back. What is up, you guys? I'm gonna make a short little video for you guys today just to get you guys quickly updated on what everything happened, what has happened since the last video, because it's been a long time. Had a lot of personal issues, a lot of family things going on last year, so I didn't really film as much, but hopefully this year, you know, a lot of things gonna happen with this car. A lot has changed, obviously. I'll show you guys that in a sec, get into that. We'll talk a little bit more about what has gone down with the car since the last video you guys have seen, because the last video you guys seen, the car didn't run. Well, I don't really remember because it's been that long, but I'm gonna give you guys a full rundown, and we're just gonna talk about the car. We're gonna drive it because it does run and drive, and yeah, we're just gonna have fun. Okay, so in the last video you guys seen, I don't quite remember exactly what you guys all know about the car, but it does run and drive. We're gonna start it up real quick, and we're gonna let it warm up. We're gonna take it around the block, give a little quick pulls, and yeah, we'll just talk about the car. We'll talk about some more plans, because obviously the car's a lot different now from the last time you guys have seen it. And I'll get into more detail of what has changed since the last video, because a lot has changed, and the car is honestly pretty much ready for me to just rip it on the track and have a little fun with it. So we're gonna back it out, let it warm up, and take it for a few rips. Okay, let me walk away from this thing a little bit. So obviously the car is really freaking loud. There's no exhaust on it still. I ordered a Future Fab downpipe. It's a recirculated downpipe, yada yada yada. If you guys have seen it before, then you guys know what I'm talking about. If you guys don't, I'll put a link in the description of the downpipe I ordered. It's on back order right now just because they make them to order, I guess. Not really quite sure exactly, but I did order it and it should be here soon. I do have the exhaust for it, but I can't mount it without the downpipe, obviously. So right now it's pretty loud, but it'll be way more quiet than it is right now. But the car is currently warming up, and we are going to take it for a few rips. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Just, you know, quick little video to make, starting back up on YouTube. Hopefully I'll get you guys some way better videos, because obviously you guys can tell the camera quality is a lot different. That's because I got a new camera to film on, so hopefully you guys like the, you know, camera quality. Hopefully it's better than way before, but yeah. Before we take this car for a few rips, if you guys notice that the car spins really crazy, because of, obviously it's gonna break loose because of how much power to weight ratio this car is. It's pretty damn light for what it has in it, but you're obviously gonna notice that the car breaks loose insanely fast, and that's because we have a slightly smaller tire in the back right now, and it's also pretty bald, so we don't really have much grip right now. But we're still gonna send it. We're gonna freaking get some good pulls for you, and we're gonna show you guys what the car, you know, is capable of. So let's take it for a drive. Let's just drive it for a second, and then we'll get some quick pulls, and we'll talk about everything else that the car has done to it, or has been done since the last video. So yeah. Okay, so that was just a couple quick pulls, just so you guys can see what the car drives like. Obviously I still need an alignment. My alignment's pretty damn bad. As you can obviously tell, the wheels kind of sits a little sideways, but for the most part, she drives, she runs, and she's a lot of fun. So we're gonna pull her into the garage. We're gonna talk about some of the stuff that has changed on the car. Obviously, a lot has changed, and I'll give a quick little detail of what has changed, what's new on the car, and what you guys can expect. Okay, so obviously I'm gonna turn the car off so you guys can hear me a little better. Okay, well, let's go over the car real quick and work my way back. Got some new fenders. This one's pretty beat. I got a fiberglass that back here in a second. But yeah, it's got a fat crack right there. Other than that, I've repaired most of it already. There was a fat crack right here too, as you can obviously tell that there's been fiberglass repairs right here, but for the most part I fixed it. There's no more of a gash in that one. This one's pretty damn prime. This one's honestly ready for wrap. So that's what you guys can expect too. I am going to wrap the car. It's going to be a whole different color. I'm going to re-wrap the roof black, but just because that wrap has been on there for 2 years since I've owned the car, and it looks hideous. It's got a lot of sun fade, and yeah, it's just not good anymore. I'm going to retint the windows also, just because tint's coming off in some areas. Like, as you can tell right here, it's coming off, and on that window it's pretty damn bad too. So windows are going to get retinted, back's going to get retinted too. But yeah, car runs, she drives. I also got some Ganador mirrors, and these are pretty tight. One of my favorite parts about the car. Moving on to interior. Interior has not really changed much. Obviously, I got a battery box in there now. It's fully mounted to the car. I had some pretty ghetto stuff in here. I'll see if I can find a picture to insert it of what it looked like, but it looked pretty damn bad. I got a set of harnesses for the driver's seat. I still got to get some for the passenger. They're just bolted down right now until I get a harness bar. I did some pretty dope little mods. I cut the center console right there. About to mount my fire extinguisher right here. And I did have a switch panel, that's why there's no radio in it right now. But I did relocate my switches to a different location, which I am not going to show you guys just because that's for me to know only. Got a water temp gauge in there. I'm still waiting for my AFR gauge to come in the mail, just because I ordered a AFR and boost in one gauge instead of having 2 separate gauges. So I am waiting for that to come in the mail. But other than that, interior is pretty solid still. For the most part, it's exactly how I want it to be right now. So yeah, I mean, not much has changed, but a lot has changed, if you know what I mean. So all right, so obviously you guys have seen the car now, and I explained what's different and what has changed. Oh, also too, by the way, I forgot to mention, I did get new coilovers for this. They're not new coilovers, but they're new to me. I got them off a buddy who basically bought them, ran them for about 500 miles, and then sold them to me. So they're new to me, and the car obviously rides a whole lot better than it did with the blown coils, because if you guys remember, I did have some blown coilovers on this car before, and it was just a horrid experience to be in. Like, you wouldn't want to be in my car at all, because every bump you would feel in the road and the car would just literally bounce just driving straight. So I did get new coilovers too, forgot to mention that. But yeah, for the most part, nothing really has changed in the car other than the fact that it drives, some cosmetic things on the outside, and a little bit of change on the inside. But other than that, car is still the same. Just it rips, and you know, it's a lot of fun to drive now. So hopefully you guys can expect more videos from me soon, now that the car's driving, obviously. And hopefully you guys are down for this journey with me to see where this car takes me, and obviously where the YouTube channel goes. So all right, you guys, that is going to do it for this video. If you guys liked it, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. If you guys want to see more videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also turn on those post notifications so that way you guys can see when I post. I will be posting a lot more videos this year and a lot more driving content. So if you guys are ready, hit that subscribe button. And if you guys are new to the channel, welcome to my channel. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one.